And we're giving you a live look at the beautiful city of Southfield, where we're located at Fox 2. Welcome back to Fox 2 Detroit Live. Fall is a great time to plant new trees, and Luke Brunner is an expert with Davy Tree. He's back with us today with some tips. Luke, why is fall ideal to plant trees?
Fall is an excellent time to plant trees because you have Mother Nature on your side. So you're going to have warmer days, you're going to have warmer soil. You're not going to be looking forward to growth. You're going to be looking forward to the root system actually growing out. So you're going to get advantages from that, not being in the summertime where it's going to get too hot and you're going to be watering it all the time. You're going to be setting it up for success for the spring.
Yeah, so I've planted lots of stuff in the fall, and we were talking about Luke has been out to my place to evaluate some of my trees, and I had planted a dogwood tree in June, and it was not doing so well, and I think that it was because I planted it, and then it got super hot, and I didn't really have a chance to thrive yet.
Yeah, so with that, it's kind of the exact same thing. So in the summertime, you're going to be putting a ton of water on this thing. So now what happens in the winter time, if you plant an evergreen, that is not a good time to plant an evergreen because you're going to get the soil, it's going to freeze, and those new roots aren't going to be able to pick up the new water because they're not established yet. So any deciduous tree is great to plant. Once you start getting into November, I would not plant an evergreen tree.
Somebody's cleaning the lens. So a conifer tree would not be good to plant in the fall?
Correct. It won't have enough time if you're looking at mid-October to November to grow those roots.
Okay. And boy, I had a really good question, and the guy cleaning the lens threw me off. And Luke, you were out at my home yesterday speaking with my wife, and I had some trees, and you have offered to come out and help me because I had the one tree that was not doing so good, and then some other trees. And these trees were professionally planted. I paid to have these trees planted, and you said that as an expert, the professional services that planted the trees didn't do such a good job.
About 70 to 80% of the trees I look at that are professionally planted are generally 3 to 8 inches below the grade of what they should be. You should never see a telephone pole going into the ground. You always want to see that root flare come out. That's going to be your correct planting depth, and that's going to set the tree up for long-term health. And with that, when it's buried too deep, those roots can't get air, so they're just circling around the trunk, and they're going to constrict the trunk, and the trunk's going to constrict outward, and it's just basically going to give it a slow death.
And so you actually went out to my magnolia tree, which, by the way, was, I believe, I don't know, $800 tree that I bought as kind of a showplace tree, and had professionally planted, and it didn't look so good in the fall. And you came out, and what did you do to those roots?
Yeah, so I took about a foot of dirt away from the trunk. We found your flare root, and then I carefully went in there and I clipped about 5 or 6 roots that were pretty good size. They're about a 1/4 inch in size that were circling around that trunk.
So
how's it doing now?
Well, he just did it yesterday.
Oh, okay.
So we'll find out in the fall. But I mean, the tree did well this year. It just towards the end of the season, it looked a little distressed. And I'm a fairly good landscaper. I know how to keep things growing and things like that. But Luke has come out and diagnosed all these trees, and he knows what they're doing. Take my word for it, Tom. I got a lot of trees in my house. I have a big yard. I have a very pretty yard, and I have a lot of trees, and I've spent a fortune on landscaping, making my yard look nice. And there's things that just kind of start dying or not looking good, and having a guy like Luke come out to look at them.
Luke knows what he's doing.
He does know what he's doing.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I take great pride in what I do.
Yeah, and Luke is, if you don't mind, I'm going to call you a tree nerd. He's such a tree nerd that he wrote me a big long email about how the maples in my sub were planted wrong. You drive into the sub and there's a bunch of professionally planted maples, and didn't like the volcano mounds, and that's why some of the trees were not doing so good. And I was like, he was like, you might talk to your association to tell them that. And I'm like, well, I mean, I'm not going to do that. But that kind of stuff bothers you. You're really into it, huh?
I see it all the time. It drives me nuts because people pay a good amount of money to have professionals come out to install a tree, and there's a ANSI standard to that. You just get the book and look at it and figure it all out. And it's been there for years. I see it every single day.
All right. And so Luke Brunner. Luke, give yourself a little plug. What's the name of your company, Davey?
Yep, work for the Davey Tree Expert Company. We have 7 locations in Michigan. We're headquarters in Kent, Ohio.
And how do people get in contact with you got a website? What is it?
Website, davey.com. There's many different offices in Michigan. Google or internet will get you anywhere to those phone numbers.
Gotcha. All right, fantastic. Luke, you're the man. I appreciate you helping me out. And I would recommend if you have some trees that you're worried about, Luke could come out and within 15, 20 minutes tell you what's wrong with it and fix it for you.
Absolutely.
All right.
Love to.
Thank you, Luke.
Thank you.
All right. Powerful tribute on Detroit's East Side, where city leaders unveiled 2 newly restored homes honoring Dr. Ocean Sweet. Sweet was a black physician who in the 20s moved his family into a segregated neighborhood on Garland Street. When a mob attacked his home,